Oh yeah, we got more Micro Galaxy Squadron. Check it out. I've got the Imperial Troop Transport. Let's take a look. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, your Micro Galaxy Squadron specialist. And I've got more Micro Galaxy Squadron. It arrived a little bit early. It's a little bit early. Now this is technically available on Amazon, but it's people who have found them at Walmart and then our third-party sellers selling them on Amazon for like 50 bucks. This thing was like $21.99 or something like that. It was like $22 for this thing. It's arriving in Walmarts. Be patient. They're hitting both coasts. There's been reports of them in LA, reports of them on the East Coast. I'm in Nevada, so they're slowly moving inward. Check your Walmarts. Use brickseek.com. Use the UPC number. Micro Galaxy Squadron over on Instagram has been posting the UPC numbers of the different lines. Great resource. Be sure to use them. But this is it. It's here. It's in my hand. I got it early. We're a couple weeks before it's supposed to officially be out in stores. I'm excited. Now, this vehicle, like I was saying, it does have a weird history because this vehicle was not in any of the official movies. It's actually not been in any Star Wars movie at all. This started as a Kenner idea. The Imperial Troop Transport was made in 1979 as a toy vehicle that was just a toy not seen in the movies. It was just like, how do we let kids play with their figures? Cool, we'll make a vehicle that can make sounds and it can hold figures. Boom. And that's like what this is. Now, it was kind of a legendary toy for a while because it wasn't until 2015 that Star Wars Rebels brought it back. And so this is the version from Star Wars Rebels. This isn't the same as the version from 1979, which had its own look and style, but when they reimagined it for Star Wars Rebels, this is the version that it was. Now, in 2019 with The Mandalorian, we were introduced to this one. This actually showed up on screen in The Mandalorian, and this is also an Imperial Troop Transport, but it's basically taking the spirit of the original Kenner toy and the reimagined version from Rebels and making it different in live action. So, this version by Micro Galaxy Squadron is not going to compare exactly to this same version from The Mandalorian because they are different models. Originally, when I bought this earlier today, I was like, ooh, the only thing I have to compare it to is the Vintage Collection version. And I started looking at them, and I'm like, wait a minute, those are not the same. So I did my research. I looked it up a little bit, so I was ready with some facts for you. And yeah, this is the same as the version from Star Wars Rebels. Now, you can buy a larger toy version like this Vintage Collection. You can buy one. They have them on eBay. They came out with the Star Wars Rebels toys. And honestly, I might have to buy one now. They run about 50 bucks. I'm going to put a link
Like these links you
down
will,
below, an affiliate link for eBay. It's an eBay search of the Imperial Troop Transport from Rebels, specifically from Rebels, if you want to buy that version. Vintage Collection, I'll throw an Amazon link so you can buy this on Amazon. I think it's available on there pretty regularly. And also the Amazon link for this. Don't buy this yet. If you're watching this in early July, don't pay 50 bucks on Amazon for this. But if you see it going for $21.99 or around $22 on Amazon, use the link and buy it then. But don't overpay for it. This is only worth 22 bucks. Don't overpay. Don't let your impatience get to you. All right, guys, I've rambled enough about the history long enough. Let's take a look at the outside of the box. Okay, so we've got my Mandalorian Vintage Collection scale, but we have our new Micro Galaxy Squadron. Look at that silver foil. It's like reflecting the fan over there. It's like so reflective and beautiful. The packaging on this is absolutely gorgeous. Launch edition up top. Just look at the reflection of my ring light going on there. You've got the stormtroopers in their own little bubble. Gorgeous silver foil going on. Small Parts Not for Children Under 3 Series 1, number 0019. They are planning a lot of vehicles in this line. And you see some artwork bleeding over, and it goes into the side. Oh, you can see the bottom of a walker. Look at the paint on that walker. That's like a Mandalorian version of the walker. Very interesting, because this is not the version from The Mandalorian. But let's take a look at the back. Show some features here. The cockpit opens up 90 degrees. The back area opens up 90 degrees. 360 swivel on the little turret up top. The little mounted guns up front are 360 degree swivel. And the doors open up so you can hold the figures 90 degrees. There you go. Here's a look at some other ones. light armor class. You got a TIE fighter. Is that a Saj Ventress ship? And an ATST. You call them ATSTs or ATSTs? Because I know with an AT-AT, you can call it that or an AT-AT. But I wouldn't call it an AT-ST. I call it ATST or Chicken Walker. And then we've got the Jedi Fighter X-Wing, which I've already done a review on, link above. And Darth Vader's TIE Advanced in the Starfighter class. Is it? Of course it is. It's approved by 0 to 3 sad babies. There's the barcode number if you want to use that on BrickSeek. Always good to use those UPC numbers on BrickSeek and see if these have landed in your area. Gorgeous presentation. We've seen all sides. Oh, look, there's some Arabesh for those of you who feel like translating. I'm guessing it says Imperial Troop Transport, or maybe I have it backwards. I believe that is Imperial Troop Transport in Arabesh. That would make sense. Okay, I've got my blade of Exact Zero ready to go. Which side do I pop open? This is my first time doing one this large. I'm going to go with the bottom. I'm actually going to pop the bottom open. Break the tape on that and break the tape right here. Is there any tape in the middle? There is one piece of tape in the middle, and I think that's going to do it. Let's get this guy open. There we go. There we go. And the unboxing. Da 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 da. Okay, there's the box. Nothing else in there. Oh, easy. Okay, Artwork City over here. Look at that. I like that. That's kind of a cool setup. I like the way that's going. All right. And I'm going to set you off to the side here, Mr. Artwork. And here we have our actual ship. We have the separated bubble right here. A little separated bubble. That should just kind of pop out, and that's going to be its own little unboxing experience. And then we've got the ship. Can I get it out without being too loud? Let's see. Okay, that actually wasn't bad. And here we have our first look at this little ship. Oh, ooh, little clear wheels in the bottom. I like it. You guys get the first view. Again, this is fitting right in my two hands. There's a front view of it. There's another side view, and there's the rear view and the bottom. All right, so nice little ship. For $22, it does feel a little small, not gonna lie. But these are supposed to be in scale, so I'll get the X-Wing here in just a minute and show you these side by side with the X-Wing. I am using my little screwdriver here to try and pop open these doors. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. All right, and this does swivel. Everything's doing what it says. That's always a good thing. It's always a great thing. I am going to plop this down. There we go. I can kind of lock them in place using the turret. See this little turret here? I kind of turned it and made it lock in place so the doors don't fall down. But I did want to show you there's the inside. You can kind of see there. Very nice, very nice. Does every one of these doors open? Oh my, I think every single one of these doors opens. Look at that. Every single one of those doors. How about this side? Does the door open? Does it open? Yes. Yes. And yes. Every single door opens on this. That's what you're paying for, is details like that. All right, you guys need to see some close-ups. We'll look at the stormtroopers. Let's do this, man. I'm stoked on this whole line. I really am. Okay, so here we have, just for the sake of saking, the two of them next to each other, right? There we go. The vintage collection from Mandalorian, different style altogether. And the newer one, which is styled after the version from Rebels. This is not the 79 Kenner version. This is the 2015 Star Wars Rebels version, which I like that they did that. And it does make me wonder, is there going to be a variant of this that looks like the Mandalorian version? They didn't announce it. It's not announced that it is, but I just wonder, is there a difference? You can notice this has the rotating, and these do rotate 360. These can fully, look at that, those things fully rotate. Very cool. This has a different style window than this does. And even the front is a different style than that is. So, yeah, it's a different vibe altogether. There's the inside of the cockpit. What other kind of... I'm going to try and zoom in here, see what we can see on these little details inside. Give you guys a clear, full view, as good as possible to see inside there, all the angles. There's the front. Oh, yeah, how far in can I zoom on that? How far in can we really look at all of this stuff? Oh yeah, you can see the different little handles and everything in there. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And there's the front. There's the front. There's the different turrets and the guns. Wow, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. And then let's take a look at the inside. Look at the wash. They put like a black wash on the inside of this thing all the way through. Yeah, that's nice. And so just to compare, let's kind of zoom out here. Let me see if I can pop this thing open. I forget how this thing opens up, but I know it does. I know the top comes completely off. Okay, so I did get the top off, and you can kind of see the inside there. It looks a little different. It's not exactly the same. Let me see if I can shine a little bit of light in here and show you what we're talking about. There you go. You can kind of see some of the details. There's like an armor rack in there. I've got little seats for the troopers to sit in. While this version, it doesn't have an armor rack, but it does have the same seats for the stormtroopers to sit in. We got 1, 2 seats on each side, so 4 seats total. This one has 6. It has 6 different seats. These 2 are folded up over there on the back end, but it does have 6 total seats. So not the same amount of seats, but again, they're not the same exact vehicle. One thing I'm also noticing is the back doesn't open up. Notice that back does not open up at all. While the newer version from Mando, this back thing does fully open up. And it is a whole thing, and you can kind of take a look at it from the inside there. Now, I have done a full review on this in case you're interested. But let's get this thing open. What do I got? Do I got to cut some tape here? What's going on? I always forget how these work. No, I can do it one-handed. I can get them out one-handed, can I? Can't I? Can't I? Come out. Come out, dang it. Come out. Almost. Almost. There we go. There we go. We got 2 troopers. Are these guys numbered? It just says stormtroopers. Okay. Just says stormtroopers. Put that off to the side. And we've got our tiny little stormtrooper dudes. They look like cool guys with sunglasses on. Notice one has a blaster, the other one doesn't. So they're 2 uniquely sculpted. The blaster does not come out of the hand, right? No, that's sculpted to the hand. So they really do look like they're wearing sunglasses, and it kind of cracks me up. All right, let's put them inside the vehicle and see how that looks. Okay, so in my last Micro Galaxy Squadron video, I reviewed the X-Wing, and I didn't realize that the legs were separately articulated. You can make these characters do the splits. You can even kind of make the arms go differently if you want to, but they do kind of flex back into place. So I did just want to look at these figures, these micro figure accessories, as we're supposed to call them. They're not just figures, they are micro figure accessories. These are accessories to the toy, and the toy is the vehicle. As I was explained to, it is a vehicle first toy line. One thing I also noticed about this vehicle is look at the doors. This one is completely open. The first one is completely open. The other 2 do not have doors that open. Same on the other side. So if I were to place a figure accessory in here, he will fall back. He will, oh, can I get your leggies in there, dude? There you go. I put him in there, bloop, and he falls back inside. But if I were to use one of the other ones, let me kind of get him set up. There you go. Can you get in there, dude? Can you get in there? He can stay in, no problem. He's good to go. Again, we got our rotating, look at that. The turrets can go all the way around that way, but then also it can rotate 360, like it said. This door here does lift 90 degrees. This door here does lift 90 degrees. And actually, I'm gonna open this back up. I'm gonna get my trooper out. Can I get him out? Can I get him out? It is hard because it's a very tiny space. I'm gonna close that up. I'm gonna open up my cockpit. And you, sir, are gonna be a driver. Kind of. Can I get you to behave in there and stay and sit upright? You're like, no. It's a slacker. Okay. Well, there he goes. He's in the cockpit. Kind of close that up a little bit. Then we get that to close. And then you can kind of see him. You can sort of see him in there. The glass makes the refraction a little, like, you know, the light bends kind of funny, but you can sort of see him inside there. He's sort of in there. Either way, pretty cool looking set. This is how it scales up to the X-Wing. case you all wanted to see how those look side by side. There you go, on my cool little sabacc mat. And there's the pilot. Again, the troopers do look right and in scale next to each other, or at least with the pilots. Excuse my cool guy pod racer watch. There you go. And they are in scale with each other. They look about the right height. We've got our X-Wing right next to our troop transport. And yeah, there you go. There you have it. Just put them on top of each other, because why not? And then we have our background too. Let's not forget our cool background. Can I get that to stand up right? Will that behave and stay up? There, if I bend that back, that actually tends to work pretty well. And we can put our transport right in here. And we've got our cool little background. Very nice, very nice. All right, and I'm gonna put a trooper in this one this time. Can I do just one, the blaster out in the other hand? Yeah, he sits in there okay. He sits in there just fine. But there you have it, the Imperial troop transport from the Micro Galaxy Squadron. All right, friends, what do you guys think about this? Is this a rad for you? Is it a sad for you? For me, it's rad. It's from Rebels. It's rad. It's from Rebels. I love Rebels. I like this. I do think for $22, it's a little pricey for what you get, but you do get 2 figures, 2 micro figure accessories, and a pretty good and accurate looking sculpt to the Rebels version. I mean, I'm excited for the line, honestly, just to be able to get these little Star Wars vehicles. I'm going to try and maybe take this out back and take some pictures or something. I have a deserty looking backyard that might work with something like that, or at least look familiar with something like that. I am noticing something funny. This background right here does not have the same AT-ST legs that the artwork on the package has. Just a little something, but let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys going to be collecting these? Again, links down below. As always, those go to directly support the channel. Any of those affiliate links, even if you use them on Amazon, you start with my link, and you buy completely different stuff. I had someone buying socks and something else the other day. I'm like, oh, I can't see who bought it, but I can see what was bought starting with my links. I'm like, that's awesome. You guys are using my links to like buy your normal stuff. And all it does is support the channel, never costs you anything extra. It literally just helps me keep making videos like this. So thank you guys for your support and love. Let me know how you're feeling about the Micro Galaxy Squadron line. And until next time, don't be a moof milker. Be the spark.